Hello Riot Freaks and Fairies! Today I want to talk about a topic that I see popping up around the interwebs. The comparison between Riot Games and Blizzard Entertainment. But of course, before that, I need to bother you with two simple clicks. One to the like button and one on the subscribe button. If you are of course interested in more news about the MMO and other games by Riot Games. No time to lose, let's hop straight into the video. So why is everyone comparing Blizzard and Riot Games? The easy answer is they both are huge companies with shitloads of money, producing multiple successful titles without help from any publisher because they publish their own games. But the rabbit hole goes much deeper than this. Both game studios have some things in common. See it as a coincidence or pure luck? But I don't believe in that crap. Let's go over them, shall we? The first major big thing Riot and Blizzard have in common is intellectual property. Over the years, the games produced by both studios got very popular. And I agree this is not only just IP or franchise. It's not possible to carry a game on IP only, but they both took the success of a game and they stuck with it. And by it, I mean the characters, the story, and the vibe of the game. Look at Warcraft before World of Warcraft. The logo was even implemented in World of Warcraft, and that was a totally different game, but not the IP. The IP was the groundwork for a variety of other games. Just seeing Warcraft on something makes my heart beat faster. Both Riot and Blizzard are mastering the art of creating not just a game. No, they create intellectual property and go all in with it. They are making it a streamlined IP with loads of stuff to discover outside of the game. Books, comics, clothing, mugs, and yes, even slippers. Okay, next up is a strong brand design. Riot Games and Blizzard alike are putting a lot of emphasis on their external reputation. Now, what does that mean, external reputation? A lot of people will say, the logo is very important to represent your brand. And yes, that's true, but as a graphic designer myself, I can totally say that a brand is not just a logo. Brand design includes what the client wants to feel when they look at one of your products. Unconsciously, we make a link in our tiny little brain with a brand. It can be good or bad. For example, what happens when I say Blizzard?
Fucking Blizzard!
That was not the case back in the day when Blizzard was the pinnacle of Western online multiplayer games. Blizzard was and still is a very big name in the game industry. Otherwise, Microsoft wouldn't have bought it. You see what they did? Bethesda, Activision Blizzard. Rings a bell? Of course it rings a bell. They are the most famous game studios in the world with a huge range of very popular titles with an immense reputation. Well, Microsoft looked at strong brand designs. And some people will of course say, but Zoofus, this is not true because all those companies have a bad reputation now. And yeah, it's true, but let me tell you a secret. Donald Trump. Know the guy? Of course you know the guy. Well, that is also a very strong brand design. You see, it doesn't really matter because people talk about him. Good guy, bad guy, that's not the point. The point is that people notice him. And okay, I agree. In game design, you can't do that, of course, because a bad game is just a bad game that nobody will play. Anyway, you got my point here. Let's go back to Riot and Blizzard. So what pops immediately in your mind when I say Riot Games? And yes, of course, this will depend on your experience with their games. But again, the point is that you feel something when they say that name. Anger, excitement, stress, fun. I'd tell you what Riot is implementing in their unconscious layer of our brain. The pinnacle of Western online gaming. Sounds familiar? Yeah, gaming by players for players. Hey, we are your friends and gamers too. Join us. Guess which game company did the exact same thing 2 decades ago? Exactly, Blizzard Entertainment. This brings me to the next point, online multiplayer games. Okay, I will make some people very mad here, but in this day and age, it's also very easy to piss off people, so fuck off. Riot and Blizzard focuses on very specific type of gamers, and those are gamers who play online. And yes, they give you a seamless online experience that is one of the best in the industry. Online gaming at its best with dedicated servers to build an empire and no server issues at all.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
I know there is some fanboyism here. In general, Blizzard and Riot have great online play. Okay, there are some issues now and then, but overall their experience while playing online is still one of the best in my opinion. I know some of you won't agree. Well, drop a comment and complain in the comment section, please. My next point, what both game studios have in common, sexual inappropriate budget. Both game studios have a lot of money. So let's see, Riot Games is owned by Tencent and Blizzard is now owned by Microsoft. Well, that explains enough, doesn't it? Okay, bye. I know that the Microsoft deal just happened and that this is not a good indicator to compare them with, but both game studios do have a very big budget to work with. And this is not a neglectable thing at all, in my opinion. And my last point for this video, direct competition. Riot is taking Blizzard by storm. Get it? By storm? Blizzard? Okay. Anyway, Blizzard delved their own grave by being known to be a total cash grab studio instead of the glorious game studio they once were. They dug their own grave and were looking at it for a long time. Well, now, Riot Games is going to give the final blow by pushing them straight into their own grave by competing with the king of MMORPGs, World of Warcraft. While the golden days of the MMO genre are clearly over, Riot was waiting patiently and forging a master plan behind the scenes for years. And today we see why. To launch straight to Blizzard, not only with a better reputation, but also with a lot of game design experience under their belt. Riot also saw a lot of MMOs rise and fall the past decade. They watched, they noted, they learned, they experienced, and now they are making their own MMORPG, based in the world of Runeterra, a genius master plan that was unfolding before our own eyes. Desperate prayers of the MMO player base have been answered. Blizzard, Riot is thrusting a blade even deeper into your strongest, but also your most vulnerable place, the MMO market. Okay, in all seriousness, what do you think about Blizzard versus Riot? Would you compare them, or are you not really convinced? They have a lot in common. Drop a comment below, I would love to hear your opinion. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Feedback is also more than welcome to me. I won't get angry, trust me. Basically, just a random fanboy dude on the internet explaining you stuff about game companies. I know, very trustworthy, isn't it? All jokes aside, thanks for watching guys and have a wonderful day.